Hello, Aquarius. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel. My name is Michelle, and I'm an intuitive tarot reader from Las Vegas, Nevada, and you have reached the Signs of Tarot. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for finding us. Think about dropping me a comment, letting me know where you're watching this, what city, what country, what continent. I love hearing how far these messages are going across the globe. I'm going to do a deep dive for the summer on each different zodiac. So today we're starting with you, Aquarius. I'm just going to finish doing a little bit more Palo Santo on all of my cards. I want to clear the energy. This ashtray, I'm going to show you it here really fast, is over 100 years old. It has all the astrology signs around it from Israel. It's an heirloom from my grandparents. All right, without further ado, we're going to dive right into your reading, Aquarius. I always start off all of my readings with a Wisdom of the Tree Oracle. And today I selected the bristlecone pine. This particular tree is amazing because it stores all of its water and redirects it to the parts of the tree that need it the most. So with this being dead, it's redirecting all of its water to the foliage and the leaves and the branches that are flourishing and pointing towards the sun. It's the redirecting tree. So are you in the process of redirecting your life, Aquarius? This is also a tree in the card that I feel is head versus heart decision. The left, where it's barren, is the depth of your mind, really thinking, weighing pros and cons, wrapped up in your head. I mean, you're deeply in your head about a decision, Aquarius. And to the right of the tree, the second part of the tree is flourishing, pointing to the sun. That's the primal, that's the heart, that's the emotion, that's the water, that's the love. So are you having a hard time making a head over heart decision or a heart over head decision? And where are you redirecting your life right now? Well, let's dive right into your reading and find that out. I'm going to use the crystal vision. I'm just feeling it right now. I have shuffled the deck. I'm going to shuffle it a couple more times. Spirit's telling me 2 more times, so bear with me. Spirit is also saying peppermint and candy cane, and I'm starting to smell it. I am what they call clairaudient. I get smells either from past lives or from the people that I read personals with or something. It's definitely a message, but if peppermint resonates with you in any way or candy canes resonate with you in any way, pay a little attention to this reading. Okay, I'm going to cut us 3 times. The bottom of the deck will be your opening card. 9 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, the Empress reversed, 8 of Swords. I'm going to back all this stuff up because I'm not quite sure you're seeing this the way I need you to see it, Aquarius. These cards are beautiful, so prolific, so many meanings with all of these cards. The 9 of Wands to me has always been the card of contemplation, which resonates very closely to your bristlecone pine tree oracle card. Sitting there in contemplation about the passions ahead of life and what passion should you take. I think you're questioning the loves that you've had in your life, the different relationships, and whether or not you've made the right decision, Aquarius. If you think that there's something better for you out there. You're sitting next to the very tamed lion. You have complete confidence, complete assurity. You're really in your element right now. You're very, very strong in your mind and your soul. But when you're sitting back and contemplating, like the 9 of Wands, you're wondering, where do I go next? Trying not to let the past influence what your next steps are for the future. The 9 of Wands is also about developing a new passion. So I don't know if you're thinking about hobbies, gardening, drawing, writing poetry, writing lyrics, a musical instrument, learning a foreign language. But she's holding on to one wand very, very passionately. And I think that wand is the light within her. I don't think that this is a codependent experience for you, Aquarius. I think that you are embracing a part of you that's changing and evolving. I think it might have been scary at first, but the fact that you're standing next to a lion so calm tells me that you have found a very solemn place in your mind about this. There's a passion you want to go after, and you're figuring it out. Whether it's a new job, new entrepreneur project, whether it's falling in love with somebody new, whether it's picking up and moving, whether it's changing your whole dynamic of who you are. You're sitting there and contemplating, and I think that that's a beautiful card. The best decisions are made when you are prepared, and I believe that this is a card of preparedness. Heading right into the Eight of Wands, the Stampede. The Eight of Wands is all about communication, all about travel, but mostly it's about moving forward fast, efficient, and quickly. The Eight of Wands we always call the Cupid card. Like maybe you're darting messages to someone you love or somebody that you're interested, or maybe you're sending resumes out across the board because you want a new job, or maybe you're just reaching out to old friends on Facebook or Instagram. It's a card about communication. So whether that communication is face-to-face or that communication is over the internet, well, you can put yourself in the story where you belong. But the Eight of Wands is all about stampeding, forward movement. So after a moment of pause and a moment of reflection, you're ready to move forward, okay? But you're moving forward with a little bit of fear. And that fear is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles, notoriously, is the card where you're left out in the cold, where you have been ghosted or you are the one that's doing ghosting. So maybe that's what you're contemplating. Maybe your time to move on from a relationship, a family member, a long-term committed experience like a long-term job, and you're afraid of what they're going to feel if you leave them behind. But there's a part of you that knows, as well as I know right now, you have no choice. Spirit is moving you forward in such a fast pace that you know you need to move forward. You're almost not allowing yourself to think, how will the other people feel when I leave them behind? Five of Pentacles, they call that the card of lack, the card of poverty. Poverty is not always with monetary means. Poverty could also mean a lack of chutzpah, a lack of confidence, a lack of knowing how to get to the next step. And I don't feel that that's you at all, Aquarius. You are moving forward. I feel the people that you're going to leave behind, or the special person you are going to leave behind, I believe that you fear that they won't be able to pick up their pieces and start over with their own life. I feel that that is what has been holding you back. Fear that the person that you may leave behind, or the job that you may leave behind, or the situation, put yourself where you belong in the story, is going to lack tremendously after you're gone. And probably and rightfully so, Aquarius, but we should never stop our forward movement of being the best we can be for fear of how other people will handle it. That is their personal journey. That is their personal growth. You leaving a situation or a person behind will allow them to trigger themselves to become the best person they need to be. Now, they may fail. I don't ever believe that there's failures, but they may not do it in the manner that you feel is best for you. They may do it in the manner that is best for them. But by you leaving and pursuing what you need to pursue to be your greater good, you're opening up a window of opportunity for the person you're leaving behind to do the same. And perhaps they may find a passion, they may find their own way along a different path that brings out the best in them. So I want you to move forward. You have no choice. You are stampeding ahead. You have no choice. When Spirit connects with you on that level, it's like you can't, your choice is gone almost, and you're moving and you're hitting it, okay? We have the Empress in reverse. I don't know if that's you, Aquarius, could be. The Empress in reverse is somebody who is lacking confidence, and that's clearly not you. So I have to feel that the Empress is now redirecting back to the person that you are leaving behind. The Empress in reverse, and traditionally when you get the Empress in reverse, it could mean that if you were pregnant, you may have lost a child, or you may have lost a child outright. And if that's the case, my heart bleeds. And really, I can't imagine, and my heart goes out to you. And maybe this is what has propelled you to want to make a change in your life. Maybe the loss of a child or a loss of a situation has made you wake up and realize that life on this earth is very short and that you need to pursue other things that you need to pursue. The Empress in reverse too is somebody who feels depleted of all of their creativity. And that might be you, Aquarius, right now. You're super creative, super education into always learning. My Aquarius, you guys are my hippies that are always wanting to learn, take another class, learn another skill, learn another hobby, meet more people. You guys are the ones that are always on the go. But when we have that Empress in reverse, it talks about creativity, and that zest and drive for entrepreneurism is kind of tabled. And I think it's because your person doesn't have that drive and initiative. And I think you're waking up from a deep, deep contemplation here that the person that you've been with a long time doesn't feed your fantasy, doesn't feed your creativity, doesn't wake you up in the morning and say, let's do this, let's try something new, let's do this. They seem to be very stagnant and happy and copacetic with day-to-day life in a humdrum manner. And you are ready to explode with creativity. I really think that this aha moment where Spirit is going to propel you forward to the next phase of your path, your journey, your life, is happening because you have felt stagnated. You played the game. You wanted to keep your household okay. You wanted to keep everybody happy, whether you have kids, family, extended family, work, businesses. You wanted to keep the hamster wheel rolling and the treadmill going. And at some point, the aha moment came to you and you said, what about me? I'm not fulfilled. I want to live a life where I am fulfilled. And that's what the Empress in reverse is telling you. You are living half a life right now, Aquarius, and it's time for you to move forward. And however you can grab that courage to start your new journey, again, whether it's a new job, a new entrepreneur project, learning a new language, whether it's leaving some friends behind that no longer resonate or connect with you, whether it's leaving a long-term relationship behind, whether it's just starting something new with a whole new air of energy, you're ready and you need to move forward on that. The Eight of Swords in reverse is fantastic. The Eight of Swords in the upright is the card where she has a blindfold on, she's in front of the swords, but she pretends to be in jail. It's a self-fulfilled prophecy of not being able to get out of your fear in your mind, but you got the card in reverse. Why? Because you're ready to move forward with a whole new life for yourself. You know you're no longer in jail. And once you get that taste of freedom, once you realize, I don't have to be here anymore. No one is holding me here. There's no gun next to my head saying I can't move forward. You wake up and realize, just like Dorothy, click, 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 there's no place like home. You're going to say click, click, click with your shoes. There's no place like freedom. I am free to be who I need to be. I'm free to become who I am destined to become. And the time is now. The blindfold is off when we get that card in reverse. She or he is seeing things extremely clearly. They need to move forward. All right, Aquarius, I'm going to take a few more cards from the Rider-Waite deck. Move this stuff over here a little bit because I want to continue this story. I've gotten to be a little bit nosy on this one because I love so much that you're embracing your self-love, self-care, but more that, your mind, body, and soul. You know it's time for you to move forward into a completely different light, and you're allowing yourself to do that. Pat yourself on the back. Take a moment of clarity, Aquarius. A lot of people get sucked away in their shadow side, get sucked away in their fears, get sucked away in, I can't. These are the reasons why I can't or shouldn't or should not. Instead of saying, you know what, I have one life to live. And let's just say I have 15 days left on this earth. I want to live it the most happy and productive and best life ever. All right, we're going to pull a couple more cards here. We have the Strength card, King of Pentacles, Strength, confidence, again, lion, can't make this shit up. Infinity. This cycle has been ordained for you to go on your whole life. You signed a contract. We all sign contracts when our soul is reincarnated back onto the earth. We sign a contract of the people who come into our life. We sign a contract for the good and the bad, all designed to teach us lessons. What are those lessons for? So that we can be our best person ever. But this Strength card to me is also a little bit on the cocky side. I have to keep it raw. I have to keep it real. That's what I do here at the Signs of Tarot. Opening up the mouth of the lion, okay? Even a lion that you have completely tamed, even a lion that you have completely grown from a baby can turn on you with a primal moment. Hey, I'm from Las Vegas, and we all remember the story of Siegfried and Roy and how Roy was attacked by his lion on stage. That is the card of being cocky, that you are above anything that life can bring. So I just want you to know, Aquarius, as you move forward in this new path, remember to remain humble. Remember to ask for gratitude. Remember to offer gratitude to those who are along the way. Stay a little bit grounded. I know that excitement when you make that decision and you want to roar ahead in a stampede to move forward with your life. I know how that lifts up your spirit, lifts up your soul, lifts up how you are and who you're going to be next. I know that that's exactly what you're feeling right now, but try to tame it a little bit. Try to keep it under control, because the people that you meet along this new pathway are the people that are going to take you for the rest of your time on this earth with infinity. Diving right into the King of Pentacles, stability. Yes, money. Yes, material items. Yes, material wealth. Yes, a beautiful home and a car and a bank account. All of that lends itself to having freedom. But the King of Pentacles is the person in the deck that's the most structured and stable king in the deck. Whether you're a guy or girl watching this, it doesn't matter. We all possess female and male traits within ourselves. But the King of Pentacles is the king that I called arrived. You have arrived at who you are, not only in the material world of the 3D, but in connection to your soul aligned with your mind and body. You have arrived. This is the moment we all wait for. You are here. This is when you live out your best life ever. Why? Because you had the courage to make a change. Even though you were scared to leave people behind that you love, or situations that you love behind, even though that you were worried that they would not be able to pick up the pieces to create a life for themselves, or the work couldn't get it together to be able to do all the jobs that you did, you had the courage to say, I need to leave you behind so that you can forward momentum your own journey while I move forward on my journey. Kudos. And what's the reward? A celebration, friends, family, love, emotions. But when also I get the 3 of Cups, for me as an intuitive tarot reader, it's mind, body, and soul aligned in happiness. And that's exactly where you are headed and where you are going, Aquarius. This is such a beautiful reading. I hope you take to heart that it's okay for you to evolve and change. It's okay for you to leave behind those that no longer lift you up. Because the more you stay in that energy, they bring you down. Okay? This has been your deep dive for the summer, Aquarius. I wish you the best of luck, health, happiness. Namaste.